everybody, and welcome back to the Squad Saves Football podcast. Today I'm joined by Jamie, the Leeds fan, and Jake, the Leicester fan. Aidan, the United fan, is hiding in shame after their 1-0 defeat to Arsenal. He's decided not to show up. But before we get into that juicy 1-0 corner game, and that was it for Arsenal. Guys, what did you make of the opening weekend? Did you have anything that really stuck out to you?
Yeah.
Go on.
Monday night football. We're fucking back, baby.
Yeah, Jake, how did Leicester do? Never mind. And that was in the Championship as well. God. Okay. Oh, ow. Actually, it's a good thing that the Premier League's people here are winners, I suppose. And Jake, you'll be back in the Prem next year. You know, no losers on this podcast, right?
There's no guarantee.
There's no guarantee in the Championship this year. The Championship looks the hardest it's ever been.
Jake, how did you actually do?
Do you know what? Other than
no, Jake. No one here watches the Championship. You're just gonna have to tell them the score.
We lost 2-1. Other than two counts.
That's all good. Right, back to the Premier League.
Okay. Time for me to leave now, then. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're good because you're a neutral-ish kind of person. Look, I wanna say something before we get into the games in any detail. I believe last week I was wrong. Brian Mbeumo, I don't think he's going to flop. I watched him in that first game against Arsenal. I still think Gyökeres is going to flop, just to put that one out there. But yeah, Mbeumo, he looks pretty sharp, and missing the end product, don't get me wrong, but in general, I think he looked quite good. What did you think, Jake? Of the Man U?
Gyökeres.
No,
the United game.
Yeah, go on to the Man U game as Jamie disappears for the moment.
The Man U game, I think United actually looked a lot better. I think they actually played really entertaining football. I think it wasn't a 1-0 game. I think United should have got a point, got a result out of it. Maybe 1-1, maybe 2-1. But David Raya was on phenomenal yesterday.
See, I see you saying this. Do you not think a lot of the shots that he saved ended up being straight at him? There was the header that he saved, but again, I don't think that for a keeper of his quality, you know, not too.
Yeah, but you still have to make the saves, though, don't you? Even if it's straight at you, like keepers have fumbled it underneath them. You still have to have a strong wrist to have it to save a shot. You've got to think these shots might just go straight to keeper, but they can still be powerful shots.
I personally think that a lot of United's chances, whilst they look really good in the build-up, like the one that sticks to me is when Cunha. Beautiful bit of skill about the halfway line.
5 of them, yeah.
Yeah, it went through them all at the halfway line, then got to the edge of the box, and then his shot was literally down at Raya's knees. You know.
Yeah, I think, and there's a few things United could have done better. I think the finishing could have been better, but other than that, I think United actually looked the better team. Arsenal got lucky with a 1-0. But from one little mistake from the keeper, and everyone's blaming that keeper.
Big mistake.
Well, yeah, but it's a little mistake because it's like. It is a hard one it is one of them ones. It is weak. It is hard. It is hard to judge with the ball when it's coming in at. You've got to think these balls don't come in at like 2 miles an hour. They come in at like 60, 70 miles an hour. So you've got to be instantly.
Well, what I'd say to that is you've seen Man U, what they spent 65 on Mbeumo, was it? A similar amount on Cunha, and then they went for Sesko, which is fair enough. But do you not think maybe they should have prioritised the goalkeeper? I mean, everyone knew these challenges coming in, didn't they?
The thing is, though, Onana's technically injured right now.
Wow. So I think he was returning from injury, wasn't he? But they picked.
He's returning from injury. He picked up an injury in pre-season. But I think United's priority wasn't really a goalkeeper. But I think they might still. With Donnarumma learning around, I think they might still go for him.
Oh, he's City bound. He's City bound all the way, isn't he?
But then again, look how Trafford played.
I mean, he didn't have much to do.
But still made some good saves.
I mean, we can go into it on the topic of Trafford. We can talk about it. Man City, top of the Premier League, one of the many teams that won on the weekend. Only a couple of draws.
Comfortably as well.
What do we think of Reinders on his debut, Jamie? What do you think?
Do you know, hands up? One of the matches I didn't get to see this weekend. You came to the wrong person. I've been away completely.
No, I thought. All right, Jake was ready to jump on it.
It was the only game that I didn't catch on Saturday because we went Saturday evening. So You best have gone to Jake for that.
He was brilliant, wasn't he, Jake?
You know what? It gave me vibes of City Centurions team Gundogan when he played the holding role. He would build up the play, get the ball from the defenders, build up the play, and somehow get into the box and score goals and get you assists. It reminded me of that, but better. It generally looked like a better version of Gundogan. And I think he's going to take this season by storm. And I think that's the reason. I think he's going to be one of the reasons. If City win the league, he's going to be a big part of that.
They look dangerous. And another big part, obviously, Haaland back with, of course,
Haaland,
September goals, as he does. Early start of the season, he always comes strong, doesn't he? First was a tapping, but the second, my God, he hit that with some force, didn't he? Have you at least seen the highlights, Jamie?
No, this is what I mean. It was the one game I didn't get to see, and obviously we only came back today, packed up and came back today, and obviously we got back just for the Leeds match, and then so just be too busy to see it. So
priorities. I'll let you off. Haaland, you have to go check it after. Haaland's second goal was powerful, right?
But how about now we move on to Jamie's game before we move on to the other program?
Yeah. Well,
fresh in his mind.
Go on then, Jamie. What is your how you obviously last week you weren't very optimistic. Me and you both put Leeds as relegated sides. Jake, I think, said they'd stay up. But
I think I'd just stay up.
Do you feel any more optimistic, having seen not just Leeds? Obviously, you can talk about the Leeds game, but the other teams around you, maybe West Ham and Brentford.
Unfortunately, seeing the Sunderland result, I thought West Ham. I preferred West Ham to win there. I didn't want something getting a result, but in fairness, they were great. They absolutely battered West Ham. In regards to the Leeds game, just watching the game fresh off of mine, like you say, it was a very.
It was a great game. Look, he's excited in the background.
It was a very fair. It deserved to be a draw. It was a very dubious penalty. I don't think it should have been a pen. You'd given some, not given. Great penalty taken by Nmecha. And but it was a great game. We just lacked offensively. We battered them. We absolutely battered them all over the pitch. But in the final third, we just couldn't do anything. We had something like 23 shots, 3 on target. They didn't come up with much. I worry for them. Defensively, they look great. It's Moyes football. They'll be fine defensively, but offensively, they need players coming in. Just as we do, we need players coming in. But the fair result would have been a draw. But I will take the 3 points quite easily.
Brilliant. Well, moving on from the last game of the weekend in Leeds beating Everton 1-0. Let's go to the first game, shall we? Where the title holders, the mighty champions, my beloved Reds, played against Bournemouth. And I would say that, and you guys are going to have to back me up on this, but as a neutral, probably an absolutely incredible opener to the Premier League season. Really good sort of game to watch.
Other than the thing what happened with the fan.
Terrible. Just a comment on that. That's
other than that, I think it was a phenomenal game. I think that ruined the first game of the season.
Yeah, terrible.
You shouldn't be having that. That shouldn't be happening to the players. And for him to go score 2 goals against Liverpool as well after getting that
shows the character.
That shows real character.
Yeah. I think, like you say, terrible thing to happen. It has no place in the game whatsoever. It's nice to see the response from the football community after. I don't think I've seen
the police as well.
Yeah, police. Everyone around it. It's been quite impressive in terms of response, and I think Semenyo's he made a big statement about it as well, didn't he?
Yes.
And he was very happy with the response and everything. And the moment on the pitch as well, you could just see all the Liverpool players sort of going and comforting him and stuff, even before the corner was taken. So it was nice. But on the footballing terms, Ekitike, goal on his debut and an assist, he looks good. He does look.
You guys look very good You look very good going forward. You do. I'll give you that.
Defensively.
But defensively, that was another Virgil disaster class. I don't think he. Konate was just as bad. Konate was just as bad, but they both had a really bad game. And when both your centre backs are having a bad game, when you've only got 2 fully fit centre backs in the team, it doesn't look good. I know you've just signed Leone, but you definitely need to bring in some more defensive
Okay.
options. I'm just happy. I've been crying out for the champions should always open the season.
Yeah.
Always. I don't. I'm going to use that term. It's woke not having the champions open the season.
Yeah, I liked it.
It should always be that. And I don't like the Friday night opening game. I think the opening game should be the 12:30 slot. To be honest.
Oh no, I don't like that.
No,
It's a
I
good
feel like
vibe.
it
It's
should
a good
be
way
the
to start
opening
the
game of the season.
weekend. I agree with you on the Champions thing, but
No,
it's a good way to start the weekend.
it is if it's your team.
Mm,
But if it's not your team, I mean, the worst thing for me is at the beginning of the season, it should be a 12:30 kickoff. It should be the champions, and then all the 3 o'clock kickoffs should be the rest of the league. Just like the final game of the seasons, they all play at the same time.
I mean,
That's how
you're
it should
living
be.
dreamland,
No,
aren't
because
you, there?
no, because
You'll never
it's
get that
so
now.
shit. It's so shit watching have it for a fan having to watch from Friday
To Monday. Yeah, I get it.
to wait till Monday, watch everybody else's game, wait till Monday, and
I
then
had it,
play.
yeah. I had it. Well, even on the Sunday, you know, like Arsenal, Man U fans, they had to wait a long time. There's so many games that happen in between, but
Yeah.
I mean, at the same time though, you're getting to watch them. You know,
Yeah, I suppose.
like you wouldn't have got to watch your Leeds game at 3 o'clock because
Yeah.
it's not televised.
But getting back to the football, I do worry for Bournemouth going defensively. I really do worry for them. Like they have been stripped apart.
Yeah.
But going forward, they do look just as good.
Yeah.
To be honest, and Semenyo looks like he's gonna have a real good season if anything's to go by.
Arsenal are in for
But
it.
I still I expect them to be down
No,
bottom 5.
I think
On
15th,
what I've
15th seems
going
right.
off the first going off the first game. If we were just going off the first game, I've gone. They do look like they'd be down there, and it's a long season, like. But
Yeah, I mean they also played the champions, and just to counter your guys' points on the defense, yes, weak, but missing Ryan Gravenberch, I think that's a big thing. Dominic Szoboszlai in that midfield holding sort of role is not it. He's not good enough there. So I think, you know, when you see Gravenberch and McAllister there again, it'll be good. And one more question I have to ask, just to get the brain cells of this podcast. Definite red card. Senesi literally pushing the ball away.
yes,
I mean,
definitely.
oh, Jake, don't.
Easy red.
Jake, don't.
I didn't really see it, so that's the one thing I did. Because I was working, I didn't really see it.
If you Google it now, it will come straight up. Like, have a little look at it at some point. It's a silly that it's not given. And talking of silly things not being given,
Crystal Palace
kick.
Chelsea.
Eze free kick. My God.
I
Now,
don't understand what it wasn't given for.
So the rule that the Premier League have released is that if a player is within an opposition, like your team's player, is within 1 meter of the opposition's wall, the goal will be disallowed. Basically to stop them doing that whole breaking the wall thing. But I have seen many free kicks, I'm pretty sure, in the last year, which apparently this rule came in like a year ago.
No.
It could be a new rule from the beginning.
It's a
new rule.
No. This is the new rule coming this year.
It came in
That's
this
the whole
season.
point.
I heard
it came
it
in this
was
season.
old.
No. It came in this season.
Before
You had to be like a foot. I think
It's
it was,
silly,
but then they moved it to like I think it's like 2 yards as a meter or something like that.
It's
now.
ridiculous though. If you actually look where he is in comparison
But
to
again,
the wall,
how many times have we seen people score free kicks because an attacker's been in the wall?
clever attacking play. Clever attacking play. Put a defender behind him.
Did any of the Chelsea fans, players complain about it?
No, because
they just walked back and they were like, good goal, right? Yeah, whatever.
Move on, and it ruined the game really. I mean,
but if you look at it, the Chelsea player enticing Gay as well. Like he ran in front of them. So like,
yeah.
What else? I think
it's unfair.
It is a bit unfair. But if it's the new rule, it's the new rule.
If it is, but watch, it won't be enforced for the rest of the season now. And that's
as long as it's consecutive, as long as they keep it consecutive, it's fine.
Yeah,
and
as long as it stays consistent all season, I ain't got a problem with it.
And just one more thing, you know, across all the games that I loved, I really enjoyed, is the new goalkeeping rule. This 8-second maximum in the goalkeeper's hand.
Yeah.
Is that in Championship as well?
I think so, but it's kind of hard.
Absolutely brilliant. I love the fact it gets the game going so much quicker. Every time I saw Alisson get it on Friday night, he's getting it going. He was kicking it straight away, or he's having to put it down quite quickly and then kick it because they've got people nearby. The one person that didn't understand it was Gyökeres, who just kept blocking Bayinda when he kept trying to. He's like, I've got to take this kick, but he's standing there, and I thought the ref dealt with that really well as well. And yeah, I think a very, very positive rule for football. I really enjoyed it. And I can't wait. I think one corner was given, wasn't it, from the? I can't remember which game.
Yes.
I saw one game there was a corner given, maybe the Villa game or something like that. I can't remember. There was one game where the corner was given for the first time.
But also going on about teams this weekend, I think Sunderland is a talking point.
Mm-hmm.
To come up
3-0
and
obviously
beat
against
West Ham, it's comfortably beaten 3-0 as well. I understand that Hermanson had a bad
Terrible
game
game.
for West Ham. Terrible game. But the goals they scored were pretty savable as well. Like
Each.
one or two
That
of the
one,
goals.
I can't remember. Not the header. The one low down. Where
Yeah,
it
the
just
low,
sort of
like the
went
first, I
under
think it was
and
the first
marked
one.
it.
It should be saving that.
Terrible
But
goal.
then also, you shouldn't be really getting that position to shoot when you're playing free at the back.
This is
like-
my point. Is it
and-
Sunderland being good or West Ham?
But then
Really
again,
looking bad.
to then go beat them 3-0, like to
Do you
keep
know
a
what it
clean
is?
sheet as well against to keep Fulfolk as a 4.6 rating. I think it was on FootMob.
That's his average rate.
to-
That was his average rating for the last season, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's
I'm not
There's
too
nothing
sure,
special about
I don't know why
the
everyone said
thing,
he was going to have
to
a good season this year.
having Fulfolk and Joe Bowen,
Jarrod Bowen.
Jarrod Bowen, both of them to be on like less than a 6 rating, and Jarrod Bowen to be like one of the West Ham's best players. They've done well to keep him quiet.
Yeah, a strong performance from Sunderland. But go on, Jamie. You've got a thought on it. I can see it in your mind.
That was quite possibly the lowest point for Graham Potter's managerial career. Personally, I know that's even including being at Chelsea, which
Well, I
you
mean, he had
can't.
some terrible games,
Anyone
but-
would have taken the Chelsea club, but they were that bad. From the highlights that I've seen, they were that bad that I don't think even all kudos to Sunderland, but I don't think they needed to be that good to beat them. I mean, look at the first two goals. Nobody was picking up the two runs for the headers, both headers.
Yeah, terrible.
It was pretty much the same cross,
Yeah.
and nobody picked it up. You know, they have the height
Closest
back
goal,
there.
aren't
They have strong, tall, physical players, but yet they didn't. They couldn't stop the runs. They didn't track the runs. It was absolutely abysmal. And I mean, again, if you're going off that performance, they need to spend big. They really do, and across the field, if they are to get mid-table, where you'd think that's where they need to be going for. But like I say, all kudos to Sunderland. Massive result for them. And I think they were just saying after the Leeds match that that's the first time in a very, very long time
Two
that
teams.
two promoted teams have won on the opening weekend
Yeah,
of
and
the season.
I think one more thing to touch on. Obviously, one promoted team didn't win, Burnley, and I don't think anyone really expected them to win.
But do you know what?
Kudos
From
played
that
well,
game,
and Richarlison, my God.
Richarlison's second goal.
I mean, look, we watched.
Is he going to be a potential
We
golden
watched
boot?
the Super Cup, did we all? PSG versus Tottenham.
Tottenham actually looked really.
yes.
Tottenham
I
actually
thought
don't look that
Tottenham
bad.
were quite impressive in that.
Tottenham were Spursy.
Yeah, yeah, but in general, I think no one expected Tottenham to win that game, but they were quite impressive there. Then they follow it up with a good performance on the weekend against Burnley. Didn't ever look out of control, did they?
I mean,
And-
to say they've lost Human Son, I mean, Dominic Solanke being out injured or not fit yet. For Richarlison, you got to think how many goals Richarlison scored in the last couple of years.
I don't agree with the
Do you know what it is,
statement.
Jake? Do you know what it is? Richarlison, that position and the way they play looks like it suits Richarlison.
It does.
looks like
It reminds me of his Watford time.
This is,
but
this is
I'm
the
not
thing.
just going off.
Richarlison seems to thrive when he's the main man. When he's the main man that you want to go to for goals, he seems to thrive, and that's where he plays his best football. Not when you stick him out on the wing, but as the number 9. When he played for Everton, when he was the number 9 position, that was where he played his best football.
Yep.
No.
And
That's what I'm saying. When was the last time we seen Richarlison score 2 goals in the Premier League?
Well, this
For
is
Tottenham.
A long time.
the thing is, is what do they do when Solanke does come back? Because they're gonna shove him
I
back out on
stick
the
with
wing. They're not gonna
Richarlison.
get much
Make
from it.
Solanke work his way in. It's simple.
Yeah.
I mean, people always talk about this. What you're going to do when you get a player comes back who's got a high reputation. I'm not being funny, right? Solanke came in for a very high price after one very good season. Don't get me wrong, but one very good season with Bournemouth. But before that, his return wasn't great. I think he had one very hot season, and Tottenham maybe pulled the trigger too quick on him. And yeah, I mean, look, if he'd stayed at Bournemouth for another year, I don't think he would have put the same numbers up. It would have probably been similar to what he did at Tottenham last year. So yeah, in my opinion, keep Richarlison. Don't like him, but keep him in there. And unless he stops performing, then you bring in the striker coming back from injury. You got to work your way in, haven't you?
It was a perfect game for Fark to start with, though, wasn't it?
Who? Wait. Fark?
For Frank. Sorry, for Frank. It was a perfect game.
Confused me. I was like, you jumped to the Leeds game again. But yeah, it was a good game for Frank to start with. That's what you want, isn't it? Almost one, just a softball for you to smash out the park. Anyway, shall we move on? So we are going to rank our top 5 debutants of the Premier League's opening weekend. There's been some hefty money spent in the Premier League so far, and I think it was quite a good return from a lot of the new boys. So we're going to each take it in turns, ranking from 5 to 1. Who has had the best start to the opening weekend? We'll go me, Jake, and then Jamie. So kicking it off, I've forgotten who I had in my list. Let me get it up.
What a great start to kick off.
Yeah, kicking it off, I have found it. There we go. Right. In my number 5 spot, I have gone for, and I said this at the start, Brian Mbeumo. Now, I thought he did have a pretty good game against Arsenal. He looked like Man United's first. It's certainly in the first half, wasn't he? He was Man U's biggest threat. So I thought he had a very good game. In number 4, I've gone for Ndoye from Nottingham Forest. Goal on a debut. Very, very nice header. And yeah, Forest had a good game. You know, you score a goal. Pretty good debut. In number 3, I've gone with Mohamed Kudus, the double assister of Richarlison, who we were just talking about. In number 2, I've gone for Reinders from Manchester City. I thought absolutely brilliant, really, up and down the pitch. Looked really good. One thing I'd say is Wolves made it easy for him, which maybe rank him a little bit lower. I thought Wolves were really poor, especially João Gomez. And then in number 1, I've gone for Ekitike, because A, I'm biased, but B, I thought he had a really good start. Scoring and assisting on your debut on the opening night of the Premier League. Only played 60-odd minutes because of his fitness, getting up to speed. Could have had more, maybe. To be honest, we looked a lot worse when he came off, which is probably why we're looking for another striker. But really strong start. Go on, Jake. Unless you have any thoughts.
I've gone number 5. I've gone the Sunderland keeper, Rofus, or whatever his name is. Yeah. I've gone for him. Made 4 saves. Didn't really get to watch it because it's 3 p.m. kickoff, but kept a clean sheet against West Ham. Not bad for a new team, new keeper coming into the Premier League. Not bad.
Whoa! Can I just stop you there?
Go on.
Did the Leeds keeper not get a clean sheet on his debut?
Yeah, but did he make 4 saves?
Maybe.
I don't think Everton even had a shot on target for your keeper to make a save today.
I think he made 1 save, to be honest.
Sunderland are above you in the league.
Yeah, because number 4, I've gone Kudus.
Yeah.
He's got something I mentioned. He's got 2 assists, played really well against Spurs. Yes, they played Burnley, so could have maybe been higher up on the list if it was someone else. Number 3, I've gone Cunha for United. I think he was probably, it's between him and Mbeumo. They both played phenomenal. They were United spot yesterday. There was only 2 that really would take the drive with the ball, cause problems for Arsenal's defence. And I think Ben White actually struggled against Kudus. I think he almost pulled his hamstring as well. Like, he probably did pull his hamstring. And for him to then take on 5 players, like we spoke about earlier in the podcast, to get through onto the keeper. Yes, the shot wasn't the best, but he still took on 5 players.
Yeah.
When have you seen an attacking player take on 5 players out of a team like Arsenal's calibre, fighting for the title? You don't really see it often, do you?
Yeah.
Number 2, I've gone Nketiah from Liverpool, goal and assist. Can't go
Ekitike.
wrong. Ekitike. I think can't go wrong with a goal and assist.
Yeah.
And then number 1, I've gone Reinders. I think he was just phenomenal for a midfielder to cover how much he covered on the pitch. Like, not just defensively, attackingly as well. Got a goal, got an assist. Maybe got 2 assists. I'm not even fully sure about that, but.
No, I think he got a
goal and
second assist. He played it through to Bob, didn't he?
I think he got assist and assist, but other than that, I think he number 1. Can't really go wrong with it.
Yeah, Red Tinted Glasses may have just put mine on a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think they're both solid shouts. Go on then, Jamie.
Yeah.
So at number 5, I have gone for.
He didn't prep, lads.
I have gone for Aitonori. I thought he had a solid game. I know it's against Wolves. It's his former team, but he had a good game. A solid game. You couldn't really go wrong with it. Pulling faces, but there wasn't that many standout debuts.
I'm just trying to think of the fact that you said earlier you didn't watch the game.
I'm going by my FPL.
You can't have his FPL there. No, he was all right. To be fair, he did make a good few tracking back runs. He was all right.
Yeah. At number 4, I was Dan Ndiaye.
Yeah.
Ndiaye. Like I say, you've already got into it and spoke about him. Number 3 for me, Kudus at Spurs. I think he absolutely. Did he get? I think he got an assist for one of Richarlison's goals.
Both assists.
Did he get 2? Did he? Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just bullied
good.
I know it's Burnley, but he just bullied them. He looked so strong. He looked so good. He looked like when he first joined West Ham. That first couple of weeks at West Ham, when he first joined them, when he was on fire, he looked like that. And then at second and first, I'm not putting Etitike in there. I am going to put Turkey in.
10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes in the
He
goal.
played for 10 minutes.
Yeah, so goals to minutes ratio, he's the best in the league. It's simple. Simple.
So why is Nchema not in your list? He played for 15 minutes and got a goal.
Well, exactly, that's 15 minutes. Wasn't 10 minutes, was it?
But why is he not above Ndoye?
Because it was a dubious penalty.
He still scored it.
It was a 50-50 at the penalty where they should have gone in.
Turkey scored a goal against the beaten Wolves. It was a very good goal, don't get me wrong.
And then number 1, I'm going for Reinders.
So just to clarify,
he had a fantastic game.
Just to clarify, in your top 5 list of best debutants, you didn't watch 3 of them. You didn't watch a minute of 3 of them.
I won't lie to you guys.
He definitely went on
Under the
football.
bus for this. Yeah, I'm going by my FPL team. I got thrown in under the bus. I didn't get time for this.
No, you got the same amount of time as everyone else.
I was camping.
No,
Don't count.
no.
You don't get a signal.
I sent it in when you were at home.
I'll be more prepared next time. Don't worry.
That's okay.
I mean, to be fair, looking at it, I could have quite easily put a lot of the Sunderland players in there for the performance against West Ham.
I was thinking about Jake.
Like, if it wasn't players, I'd have gone for a team. I'd have gone for a manager. I'd have picked, Thomas Frank. That'd have been one of the options I'd have chose. I'd have chose Sunderland on a whole as one of the choices on a whole. Do you know what I mean? Like, because they are newcomers in the right, like you said, they're a new team or they're new to the league.
I mean,
but because it was players, I've had to throw it together, kind of thing. But again, Sunderland would have been my option, and Thomas Frank would have been my option.
I mean, we've touched on almost all of the big transfers. I've got one question on one more, just for your guys' opinions. I won't bore people with mine, but what do we think of Florian Wirtz's Premier League debut?
I thought he was a bit more quieter in this game. Mm-hmm. I thought he was a great against Crystal Palace in the Community Shield.
Yeah,
he had a great game. It was when they got taken off. That's when shit hit the fan. He seemed a bit more quieter against Bournemouth. I don't know whether that's the way Bournemouth were marking him or not, or trying to mark him anyway. He just didn't seem as able to find the space as he was against Crystal Palace. Some of it might be a bit of fitness as well.
Yeah.
He got to about 60-minute mark, didn't he? So
70, I think he got to. But again, it's 70, this Premier League intensity is a big step up. And
Yeah.
I think.
I mean,
I thought he was.
I think with him, you'll see him get better and better and better
Absolutely.
as the season goes on.
I think
As
there's a
he
couple
starts,
of times.
give him 5 games and he'll be absolutely obliterating
Yeah.
obliterating teams.
I think there was a couple of times you saw almost like a Bundesliga place come into it. You know, like he got the ball and he thought he had this amount of time. And to be fair to him, he's been 21 and a half, 22 years he's been playing in the Bundesliga or German football. So it's going to take an adaptation to get used to English football. You know, that's all he's ever known. So there's an incredibly talented player in there, and we can all see it, can't we? It's just getting used to the speed and the pace of the Premier League. Moving on to the final bit. A new segment that we're going to be doing on this show every week, and I know Aiden's not here, but he will be getting involved because we'll get his answers over WhatsApp or whatever. We're going to be predicting the result, not the scoreline, but the result of every game, and we're going to see who knows the most ball. By the end of the year, we'll see who's got the most games right. So we'll each take it in terms of going first, second, third, if that makes sense. So, Jake, as I went first last time, you can go first on the West Ham.
First game is West Ham Chelsea. I think Chelsea are going to come back and win. I think Chelsea are going to win that game. I don't think it's even a question.
Jamie?
I think Chelsea will win that game.
I think
they have to. I don't think they can afford to drop points straight away at 2 games in a row. So I think they have to go all out. I'd like to see Estevar start on the right with Palmer in the 10.
But I'm going to go Chelsea as well. What a surprise, full house sweep. But look, it's not really anything to do with Chelsea. It's actually to do with how shit West Ham were. So yeah, moving on from that, we got an interesting one here. Jamie, you're getting to go first on this one. Manchester City versus Tottenham, the 12:30 kickoff on a Saturday.
City.
Do you reckon?
City.
Tottenham have always been their kryptonite of
yeah, but only at the White Hart Lane.
Well, Tottenham.
White Hart Lane.
Tottenham Hotspur.
They had a few stadiums.
I don't know. Seeing Haaland open up with the two goals is scary for anyone.
I think it's too early for Haaland to stop shooting and scoring, so I'm going to go with City as well. Jake?
I think it's going to be a close one, but I think City does not chip.
Oh, God, guys, we're going to have to go separate at some point. Right, Bournemouth Wolves. I'm going Bournemouth.
I'm going Bournemouth.
It is going to be Bournemouth. I'm sorry, but Bournemouth just look the better team.
Yeah.
Bournemouth, like Semedo on form, going into this game, probably get another hat trick, mate.
You know what? No. You know what? As much as my Super Six says Bournemouth, I'll change mine for a draw.
Oh, you go for a draw. We got something different. No, you got to go with what you think. Don't do that.
No.
You got to go with what you think.
What do you think? We're taking your first answer. We're taking Bournemouth.
If you think Bournemouth, you say Bournemouth. This is a season-long competition. Just because we've had 3 predictions the same, it doesn't mean that it's gonna, make.
I've got Bournemouth 2-0 on my Super Six, so I'll go Bournemouth.
Right, Jake, Brentford versus Villa.
I think a draw. I generally think a draw in that game. I think how Villa played against Newcastle this weekend, they didn't look threatening. And not made no signs.
They look defensively solid.
I know. I just think it's going to be a 0-0 or 1-1. I generally think it's going to be a close game.
2 games in a row with Villa not scoring would be crazy. Go on, Jamie.
I'm going to go Villa.
I'm going to go Villa too. There we go. At least we've had our first split. Is an interesting one. Burnley, Sunderland. Jamie, you're first up. You two have got an advantage here from the championship knowledge you guys have.
Burnley with the thing that they had going for them was how defensively solid they were. But Sunderland were one of the best attacking teams along sort of Leeds. So it's going to be a great attack versus great defense. I'm gonna go for a draw. I'm gonna go for a draw because I can't call it either way. I'm gonna go draw.
Burnley, Sunderland. Now, you said that. What did you say, Jamie?
Draw.
I'm gonna go for a draw. It's too hard to call on that one.
I am gonna go for Burnley. I think at home. Look, Sunderland had a good game. Sunderland had a good game.
We're all going different, then, ain't we?
I personally think
Sunderland will keep the 100% record going. I think Sunderland win.
There you go. At least we're not going to have the exact same scores, hopefully. Right. Arsenal Leeds. I'm going to go with Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Sorry, Jamie.
It's Arsenal. Sorry, Jamie.
Go on, Jamie. Head or heart?
I believe I'm gonna go draw.
As long as Arsenal don't get any corners, you'll be fine.
As long as Gokieres doesn't score, I'll be fine.
Oh, if that man scored, don't worry, you're safe there. You'll be fine there. That man ain't gonna score. Jake, Crystal Palace versus Nottingham Forest. It's kind of a derby these days, isn't it? They hate each other a little bit.
I think Palace, just. I think it's going to be a
Palace.
close game.
Go on, Jamie.
I've gone Forest. I think they were just ridiculously good against Brentford, and I think taking that forward will be really good.
I think it's going to be a draw.
Ooh.
I think it's going to be a draw. There you go. Everton Brighton. Jamie, it's you.
Everyone, after watching tonight's game, it has to be Brighton.
Yeah.
Everton have nothing going forward, and Brighton are a lot better than us and have a lot more attacking impotence. No, threat. I'll say threat because impotence is opposite
Impotence
of what we're
isn't
looking for.
good.
But yeah, Brighton have a lot more going forward than us, and they should destroy them.
First game at new stadium for Everton, though. I'm going to go Everton. I think that's going to push them through.
I think Bayern. I think they have to come back. They should have won this weekend. I think they're going to want to go get a win this weekend.
And then Fulham, Manchester United. It's me, isn't it? I'm going to go with a draw on that one.
I think United.
I went Fulham.
Fulham?
Oh.
I
Wow.
fancy Fulham.
And
They'll
then-
bring United away. Craven Cottage.
And then
Fancy?
to end it up, we've got Monday Night Football, the Isaac Derby, Newcastle versus Liverpool.
We'll let you start for Ginger. We'll let you go double. Come on. Give us your thoughts.
I mean, I'm going to say Liverpool. I'll back us. Ryan Gravenberch back. Newcastle, without Isaac, they're regelling that attack, right? And I think they're going to struggle, personally.
I generally think it's going to be a draw.
Well, I'm going to go for Newcastle win.
Fair enough.
Oh, I'm different.
Just because I said Leeds would lose, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I won't do that again.
It just seems like it has the feel of one of them games where everything should be Liverpool, like common sense rules that it's Liverpool,
St James's
but
Park is never a given.
Yes, exactly. And you're against the one and only Anthony Gordon, the bin dipper himself.
Yeah, but Van Dijk
And he hates
shoved his
Liverpool.
elbow-
He
shoved his
hates
shoulder
them. He
into him.
hates them.
You know he's a Liverpool fan, right?
Oh yeah, I know, but he hates it. And he hates Isaac now.
Yeah, they all hate
Isaac.
Isaac. I think after Monday night we'll get an Isaac resolute. Like whatever happens will happen after Monday. There's no way it will happen before. They won't let it happen. I can't see Newcastle saying yes to anything until we play them.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think he'd play anyway. It would be a match.
No, he wouldn't play anyway. But like,
He's not a pre-season.
but they're going to delay him as much as possible, aren't they? To
Oh,
end
yeah.
up where if he does go to Liverpool.
I mean, if it kind of shot you in the foot that Sesko didn't go to United because you'd have him by now.
I wanted Sesko to go to
If
Newcastle.
Sesko had joined Newcastle, then you'd have Isaac by now.
See, Newcastle fans think I hate them because I'm gunning for Isaac, but I've actually wanted them to have a very successful transfer window. I really wanted them to get the last 5 strikers they've got in for.
It makes me laugh how they're acting like they didn't do the same with Anthony Gordon with Everton.
Yeah.
Because the exact same thing happens with
There's this
Anthony
football
Gordon when
pyramid,
they went for
right?
him.
People just don't seem to get it as a football pyramid, right? And your club size, it goes up, right? So you've got like your lower league Premier League sides, and maybe Everton are in there now. Then you've got like your Newcastles and the ones who are around Champions League, like Aston Villa. And then above that you've got your Liverpool, Man United, Chelsea, who seem to get a lot. And then above that is Real Madrid. And that's just how it goes, isn't it? They go up the pyramid, and it doesn't matter what level of the food chain you're at, Real Madrid are at the top. And until they're done with that player, then
Spurs again.
that's it, But anyway,
Let's call it there, guys.
it's been a great
He's frozen
first
again.
weekend of the Premier League.
Yeah, let's.
and
At least we got the scores. Let's
Yeah.
call it there.
yeah,
Let's call it there, guys.
have a great night, everyone.
Before he freezes again.
Bye.